surgical training of the Philippine College of Surgeons. And for those of you who are not familiar with our committee's tasks, one of our main jobs is to aid programs get accreditation from the Philippine College of Surgeons. Another is to set up training programs in priority areas like this region, Region 2 in Cagayan Valley, because there's not one single training program accredited in those regions. In partnership with the Department of Health, we have already set up a joint DOH-PCS Surgical Manpower Development Program, and to pursue this objective of placing Cirillo to write another letter to the Board of Regents requesting that the 5-year eligibility rule be scrapped, and of course we will be helping the Zamboanga City Medical Center in their quest for accreditation, since that is one of the main jobs of the Committee on Surgical Training. There are similarities between our remedial course, the remedial course that we are implementing, and the basic surgery course that you have undergone under Dr. Roshan. There are similarities because, first, we have the same objective, and that is to place trained PCS fellows in every province. The DOH is a program that offers to the barrios, but it also has an additional program specially to the provinces. So this remedial course falls under that program. Another similarity between our remedial course and your course here in Zamboanga City is, again, I think, this structure. We have made surgical curriculum to be followed by all training programs nationwide, and there are parallels between what we make and the structure of your course as formulated by the program director. Also in the evaluation, we utilize the same methods of assessment, mainly observational. We also include written exam, but most important, as Dr. Cirillo has flagged here in the transparencies, you have been following the standardized evaluation system as mandated by the Philippine College of Surgeons. So I think Ray knows that our committee has been very supportive of the graduates of the Zamboanga City Medical Center Basic Surgery course. In fact, when he wrote a letter to us asking for our endorsement, we did not hesitate making a recommendation that you will be allowed to take the Philippine Board of Surgery exams, because in our view, the overriding concern was the need for trainers of the Zamboanga City Medical Center and the need of the region for qualified surgeons practicing in this area. So mainly because of those two reasons, my committee recommended that you be allowed to take the Philippine Board of Surgery exams. Unfortunately, there were constraints, and I think Dr. Belmonte alluded to some of those constraints, and hopefully you will be given a chance, because that will be the ultimate test. Alex and Ray have certified that you are qualified, but I think that you will be able to prove yourself if you will be given a chance to take the written and the oral exams of the Philippine Board of Surgery. And I pledge to help you in my capacity as chairman of the Committee on Surgical Training. Although I don't know how long I will be in this position, we are appointing each of the presidents, and I've been chairman of this committee since second half of Yeah, third year po na ito. Next year, Dr. Belmonte will be the president. I don't know if you will still be retaining me as chairman of the committee. That's why I said to you, as long as I am in the position, I pledge to help you get your credentials. So I'd like to congratulate the graduates for their motivation. One problem that we had in our remedial courses, at least in 3 regions, were dropout rate. Initially, there will be 70 to 20 signifying their intention to join the remedial course. But gradually, they will drop one by one, will drop from the course. And the main reason for the high dropout rate was so many of them were comfortable already with their private practice that they didn't see the need to get credentials like being a diplomate of the Philippine Board of Surgery and being a fellow of the Philippine College of Surgeons. But we pointed to them that the time will come when all hospitals will require that practicing surgeons have credentials. So we look forward to that time, although I cannot predict when. You're still young, baka abutan kayo. So better get your credentials. Of course, I'd like to congratulate Dr. Hosan. Ang joke na nila sa Manila, pag every month pumupunta siya dito, siguro may pamilya na siya rin. Doon sa Sanguapila. And I think he's found a second family, pero hindi yung masamang integration. Nangingit nga ako sa kanya eh. May second family siya dito pag pumupunta siya dito. Red carpet lagi. Because he's done that, he has sacrificed that. During our trip last February, I asked him why. He was so dedicated in coming here. And sabi niya sa akin, alam mo kung tumatanda tayo, dapat meron na rin tayong examples mo. So hindi na siya self-centered. Tumutulong na siya sa mga iba. And I wish that hindi lang yung program na mag-duplicate or ma-emulate. Ang mas importante sa akin, yung example set by Ray, ang ma-emulate ng mga ibang PCS fellows. Kasi very rare, ang big. He has a practice in Manila, and he has to spend so much time going to a place like Zamboanga, staying here for 2, 3, 4 days. Kaya sabi ko, may pamilya ka na talaga dito. So, Ray, I congratulate you. I hope to duplicate this in Northern Luzon. Because right now, I also feel guilty that I didn't go back to my province after graduation from residency. So I promised to help the Mariana Marcos Memorial Hospital in Bataki, Ilocos Norte, although I come from Ilocos Sur. I've visited them a number of times, and I hope to set up a similar program in the north to duplicate what Dr. Ray Boston has done for Zamboanga. So I think that's all. There's no open forum here. But we will be glad to answer your questions if you have after this program.